me.
Huh?
Bucky's back. I agree with you, Miss Christine. But the only good thing that I've seen, though, honestly, I try not to watch the video. But when the people are testifying, and you
Yeah.
can see how moved they are, and it's
Oh,
young
yeah.
people, old people, black people, white people, that
Mhm.
gives you a sense that there really is humanity. And
Yes.
that's,
Yeah.
I don't look at the I don't, I promise you, I turn it off when the video comes up, because that first day was enough for me. But
Yeah.
just to know, because sometimes you wonder if people even care about each other anymore, and to see that,
Exactly.
that's the part
Yeah.
that's encouraging.
Hmm. I
And they
guess you do have to turn everything around and put a positive spin on it, in order to live under some semblance of mental health.
Yes.
Because, and this is exactly what we were talking about today is the positive thinking and all. And you can turn everything around, but that was just too much for me that
It
first.
is. It is too much to see. I mean, who wants to see that?
right.
But I'm telling you,
Exactly.
if you listen to the people, it'll make. Although it's sad that some of
Hmm.
them are still dealing with that trauma,
And they're
it
breaking
Yes,
down.
means that
Hmm.
people, we care about each other. At the end of the day,
exactly.
sometimes you start to wonder. I mean, what kind of world is this? Do we care about each other or not?
Hmm.
Yeah. And then
You're
when
back,
we do,
Wealthy.
Yes, I'm back. I
we
don't
do.
know what's going on with Zoom. It's acting a fool. But anyway, what you all were just saying ties into what my next thought was, that positive thinking. What Miss Christine
Hmm.
just said is so true. In the time and climate that we're in, uh, our country is called the United States of America. My
That's right.
my not positive mind says we're not united. We are America, but we are not united. But my positive self has to say to myself that we will come past all this hatred. That if we continue to
Hmm.
put love out there, each one of us make that extra effort to be positive and to put that love out there, then hopefully other people will walk around in that aura of all the positivity that we can put out there as individuals, that will help us to have more of a positive outlook, because it is very depressing sometimes to look at the news.
Hmm.
Uh, when I looked at the man that was testifying yesterday, who saw Mr. Floyd actually give his last breath before he called out
Yes.
for his mama. It reminds me of Good Friday is tomorrow. And that's what struck in my mind, that Jesus was on that cross. And even though
Yes.
he didn't call for his mama, he cried out to his father. It just struck
Hmm.
me as a similarity there.
Yes.
And so we just have to try to stay away from negative stuff. If we say, just like I've been so guilty of this, and I'm really trying to work on, when we first started having to learn this Zoom, I was like, I've never done it before. It's too complicated. I didn't even have the resources. I wasn't too lazy. Now that one wasn't me. I wasn't too lazy to get it done. I was willing to try it if somebody was going to take me by the hand and show me. I was like a little kindergartner trying to learn how to walk. And then there was a lot of doubt, even in my own mind, was this going to work?
That's what we
Hmm.
were talking about.
But what I should have been saying in first was, even though I'd never done it before, that it was an opportunity to learn something new. But my fear was that because I had gotten so much older and set, was I going to be able to learn something new instead of just concentrating on, I can learn something new, being positive about myself. Um, Instead of saying it was too complicated, uh, and that's what we had to do in order to learn, was tackling it from a different direction. If Miss Farman couldn't drag me, Antron was right there, teaching us, showing us, helping us to learn it from a different way. Maybe we couldn't learn it the way somebody 35 could learn it, or 25, but he fixed
That's
it, he
true.
worked it around so that somebody my age could learn enough to participate. And that was a
Mm.
very positive thing for me. Um, and I can try to make it work. And I did my best to try to make it work. I was all good for coming up with the ideas for the class, but I was scared of the technical aspect. Would I be able to put it out there for you guys to understand? But I had to stay positive. And I always say this, I always say this about Miss Spartman. She would not allow us. I think Miss Betty, you can agree with it. She wouldn't allow us to be negative. Every time we
No.
got down, she came right
Not
back
at
with a
all.
positive statement that helped
Yes.
us. I'm speaking for me. I don't know about you, Miss Betty, but it helped us to push
Yes.
away that negative, because she, every time we came up with a negative, she came right back with a positive attitude or a positive thought.
Sure did.
Encouraged us to have a positive thought. So when I'm teaching the classes with you guys, I try to encourage you. I try to come on with a smile. I try never to let y'all see me not smiling. I come on with a smile. I try to go off with a smile, because
Yes.
it's so important for us all to stay positive. And with the power of positive thinking, you can be open to humor when you got positive thinking. And that takes me to laughter is the best medicine. And that is why I tell those jokes. When we first started working on the Zoom platform, that we were gonna have to do classes. Each staff, we had to come up for a name of the class, or what it was going to be, a description of the class. And mine was fitness a daily dose. And my original thought was that I was going to tell jokes. I wanted to have some humor in there. And so that is why I always try to come up with these crazy, lame jokes after each class, so that everybody can have the power of humor on that day. Because laughter really is some of the best medicine. Laughter is strong medicine for your mind and your body. Laughter, your sense of humor is one of the best tools to help you eliminate stress. If you can get a great big belly laugh during the day at something, or something that makes you smile during the day, that's the best medicine. It keeps you grounded. It keeps you focused. It helps you stay more alert. So, and laughter is not political. It's just, we should be able to laugh. I mean, I should be able to laugh at a joke about a Democrat or a Republican. I can even laugh at a joke about Black people, because sometimes I see things that are funny to me about my own race, that I say, well, I know why other people are laughing, because heck, I'm laughing. I see the humor in there. We don't want to get so rigid that we can't laugh at ourselves.
Right.
We've gotten so politically correct that sometimes I even have to hesitate myself before I tell y'all one of the jokes, because I'm like, now, will this offend somebody? I don't want anybody to be offended, because it's not offensive to me. But I always try to think, well, it might be offensive to somebody else. Or if I think something, a lot of times I will call Miss Bartman and I say, Miss Bartman, what do you think about this? You think this will be okay if I say it on the air? Because I don't know. It might be, I'm thinking to myself, well, it sounds all right to me. It's funny to me. But I always like to get that second opinion sometimes if I'm kind of wavering, because the language in the joke, even though we're all adults, it might be offensive to somebody. And the last thing I want to do is for the humor to be offensive. We want the humor to make you have a good day, to let you, let you go, that you be able to pass that joke on to somebody else. A lot of times when we're having our jokes and our humor, I see y'all laughing and talking with each other, and it's just such a beautiful sight to see that you got it. And humor is just infectious. If Miss Juliet starts laughing, or if I look at Miss Val and she's got a big smile on her face laughing, or she's shaking her head saying, Lord, that's infectious. It transfers. It's just like coronavirus, humor. It goes from person to person. Same thing, same exact thing. And laughter helps trigger physical changes on the inside, making you feel better about yourself, about the day, about where we're going. If you have that joy of laughter, laughter relaxes your whole body. It's nothing like we used to do this in my class at Darnell after stretch and tone. We would make a circle, and I would tell everybody, we're on the count of 3. We're going to give a great big belly laugh. We're going to laugh as hard as we can. We're going to release all this stress, and we would just laugh. People would be coming in the cafeteria, what are they doing? But it was a great relaxer. It made everybody connected, because the humor, like the coronavirus, was going from person to person. And we would have a joke, and then we had this crazy song, which if I ever get back in Darnell, I'm going to be back singing my song. We used to sing Happy Trails
Trails.
at the end of the class. And you know, I love to sing. I can't sing, and I be singing loud and wrong. And we would be singing. People would be, they'd be like, "What are they doing?" Destiny used to say, "What are y'all singing out there?" She'd be in the kitchen, and we'd be out there just singing away. But it was all for the humor, for the joy of the day, to make everybody when they left class feel good and have some warmth, humor, infection inside of them, so they could pass it on. So that when they went out into the parking lot and somebody cut them off from a parking space, they would be able to say, "Oh," and laugh it off and keep moving. That's the whole point. And the last thing I want to say is that as we go through our day, sometimes we need to have a daily affirmation, something that you can say to yourself every day to make you feel like it's okay, I'm all right, we can make it regardless. And one of the ones that I always like is this one. I am strong and confident, knowing I will come through this challenge with a greater awareness of who I am. I believe that this pandemic has brought us all from places that we didn't know we could be this low, to find out that we had the strength to still persevere, the courage to keep walking through it. It takes courage for you all to have gone, and those of you that went and got that vaccine, because it's like we're treading into an unknown territory. But you told yourself that I'm strong, I'm confident, I know I'm going to come through this. So that is a daily affirmation that you can put on your bathroom wall and say it to yourself every morning, that I'm strong and I'm confident and I know I'm going to come through this challenge called life. We want to keep those daily affirmations in our mind. We're not going to think about anxiety and depression. We're going to be positive. We're going to use the power of positive thought. And then my favorite one, when I smile, I feel better. Be sure and put that on your bathroom, when you're in your bathroom, on your medicine cabinet mirror or whatever, and remind yourself to smile every day. There are people in the world who can't smile for different reasons, because they are so depressed or they're so sad. But just know that you can smile, and when you smile, you feel better. I don't care how bad my back is hurting. I don't care how tired I am. When I turn on this Zoom and I see you guys, I've got a smile on my face because you're smiling back at me, and I'm happy to see you, and you're making me feel like you're glad to see me as well. And so that's why I try to keep that smile. So I encourage you all, keep that smile on your face. Write those daily affirmations around in your house where you can look at them. So the moment that somebody pluck your last nerve, or somebody's a negative Nelly and they say something to you, okay, my thing is saying my internet connection is unstable. So if it goes out, I don't know what's going on with my internet today. But anyway, make sure that you remember that when I smile, I feel better. I'm strong and I'm confident that I can go through this challenge called life. And that's what I have for you today. So please keep that in mind.
And when all else fail, fake it till you can make it.
Yes.
That's right. That is so true, Miss Christine.
That's right.
Because I find myself faking it a lot here recently.
And I think with us being isolated,
Yes.
you really have more time to spend with yourself. So if you can't count on you, you
Yes.
can't count on nobody. You have to keep yourself motivated.
Exactly.
I know.
Because you want to be careful of how you talking to yourself, because who's listening? You are.
That's
So if
right.
you're saying all this
That's right.
negative stuff to you, you don't want that negativity to
Get in
latch
your
on.
spirit.
And we, as with the Zoom classes, it's our opportunity to still pass that positivity out, to let that stress go, because negative thoughts is nothing but a whole lot of unnecessary stress. You know, if you're worrying about, oh Lord, the glass is not full but half empty, and you're worrying about it, that's stress. Stress is not good for the body. Stress messes with your blood pressure. If you have chronic disease, stress messes with that. You want to stay as mentally free and unstressed as you can. Just remember, I'm strong and I'm confident that I can go through this challenge called life. Just write that, use that as your daily affirmation, because each day brings a new challenge. And
Yes,
I
it
believe in
does.
the Bible, I'm probably paraphrasing. The Bible says, I think it's in Proverbs, don't worry about today because tomorrow has its own problem.
Right.
That's
Every day
true.
takes.
You know, take it day by day and wake up with a smile on your face. And thank God that we are still here. We've come through this pandemic. It's been a whole year and we're still standing. Those of you that
Yes.
started off with us last March, you still here with us this March.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Yes.
And that's just so powerful. That's a powerful thought when you think about it.
It is.
That we have
It
survived
really is.
a whole year of being unable to reach out and touch physically, scared to go to the grocery store or the drugstore, standing in the car line. My car even quit in the long car line. I never, it was so hot out there. My car ran hot in the line at the bank. You know, a lot of challenges have gone through this past year, but we still standing. And I still got this smile on my face. So I encourage you to be positive. Take a look at life that the glass is half full, not half empty. Okay? And that's what
Okay.
we're in for
That's true.
today. Hope that
That's so
got
true.
a little bit. And sorry
Good job.
about the
That was good.
connection.
That was
It
good,
did.
Bussy.
Very good.
I don't know what's going on with this Zoom thing. But I gotta tell y'all one joke. You know, this is what I do with my jokes for today. Where did I lay my joke? Oh, here they go. Okay. This is my one Easter joke for today. Okay, now these are really stupid, but where does the Easter bunny eat breakfast?
In the grass.
IHOP.
IHOP.
At IHOP.
Oh,
Yeah.
and IHOP. Yay, I like that
I
one.
think Miss Sparkman, did you say that?
Yes.
Figure that out, Miss Parkman.
At IHOP. I
cute.
thought that was hilarious when
That's
I read
good.
that.
Hilarious. That's a good one.
I just wanted to throw these out here because this is Easter Sunday is this Sunday. Tomorrow is Good Friday. And it doesn't even really feel like
It
Easter to
doesn't.
me because I have
It
not
does
done
not.
It does
being
not.
a grandma. Well, the only thing I made Easter baskets for my two, which I always do. But you know, it's I didn't buy them an Easter outfit, you know, and that's just part of being grandma and the fun things that you do. But
No.
I'm gonna see if y'all know your Bible right quick. And everybody went to Darnell. Y'all remember when we did Jesus Christ Superstar?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The Bible says that the apostle who portrayed Jesus killed himself. Who was he and how did he commit suicide?
Judas.
Judas. Judas.
Right, and he what?
Hung
He hung
himself.
himself, right.
Yeah.
Over 30 what?
Okay.
Silver. 30
silver.
pieces of silver.
30 pieces of silver. He was being greeted. All right.
Yep.
Here's another one. Where is the most famous Easter parade held in the United States?
Fifth Avenue.
What?
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue in New York. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly. All right, we got, oh, it's 11 o'clock. Well, I just wanted to throw that little bit of humor out there. And tomorrow is Stretch and Tone on Friday. So make
Yes.
sure you'll be in class tomorrow so we can have a great workout. For all y'all that's cooking that ham and collard greens and potato salad, tell your folk they still need to just leave the Tupperware on the porch. We're not gonna give it up yet. I mean, they come by and get a plate and be on the porch. Okay? Love y'all. Bye.
Love you all.
Love you.
Love you too,
Bye.
Buffy. Y'all take care. Have a great day. Be safe.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.